Wow, that's kind of cool actually.
Ground, Cessna 172N, still minutes to run up.
Oh, I can grab a pen
Yeah,
here.
get up. Right above you.
Southwest United States available on high watch, flight watch, or flight service station frequencies. Notices to airmen. ILS runway 20, right light slope is out of service. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Use caution for multiple cranes. Various squadrons. Advisory. All aircraft read all runway assignments and all runway hold short instructions. All departing general aviation aircraft contact clearance delivery prior to taxi. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information November. John Wayne Airport ATIS information November 20532. Wind 220 and 7. Wind variable between 190 and 270. Visibility 10. 3,600 meters. Temperature 16. 2.6. Altimeter 3016. Visual approach is runway 20 right in use. Landing and departing runway 20 right and 20 left. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information for the Southwest United States available on high watch, flight watch, or flight service station frequencies. Notices to airmen. ILS runway 20, right light slope is out of service. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Use caution for multiple cranes. Various squadrons. Advisory. All aircraft read all runway assignments and all runway hold short instructions. All departing general aviation aircraft contact clearance delivery prior to taxi. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information November.
Cool. Okay.
Did they say winds at 19 through 27?
Winds were 220
Right.
at I believe 7 or 9. But what he was saying was they can vary from 190 to
Oh, okay. The heading.
270 heading.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Like,
so that's why I was like, huh,
Should
okay.
we be taking off on those 30 mile an hour winds?
Yeah, no. We will not be doing that.
Summit clearance information officers. Current wind is 250 at 8. Altimeter
250 at 8.
3015.
So we're going to have a little bit of a crosswind so we can expect to take off. Because remember, you always want to have aileron into the wind, so we can expect to take off with ailerons like this. So, especially since we have high wings, it tends to really like
Push it up?
yeah, like catch under one wing and try to blow you off the runway. All right, so we got clearance in. Again,
John Wayne
who,
clearance.
where, and what?
738 Quebec Bravo is at Dove Street. Looking for a Newport departure, heading to the Newport practice area with information November.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, just say like a Newport departure to the practice area with November.
Okay. John Wayne clearance, Cessna 738 Quebec Bravo is at Dove Street. Looking for a Newport departure to the practice area with November.
Cessna 738 Quebec Bravo. Common clearance, turn left heading 150, maintain VFR at or below 2,400. Departure frequency is on 124.1, squawk 0203.
Heading 150 at or below 2,400, frequency 124.1, 0203 in the box. 8 Quebec Bravo.
Cessna Quebec Bravo, reback is correct information. Oscar's current contact ground ready for taxi.
Oscar's current over to ground, 8 Quebec Bravo.
Oscar's current, over to ground, 8 Quebec Bravo.
Nice.
All right, so you're stepped on there. Who was the IFR checking to see if the clearance is in?
That was sounded like a natural.
R11
Alright, so now we're on ground. So, left, center, right.
Contact tower 119.9.
Looks good. Okay, so we can taxi up to the service road.
Okay.
There you go.
call,
Last 577, John
Yeah,
ground.
then we call ground.
Okay.
And just who, where, what.
577,
Then we
Alpha, are you
ground.
ready?
73 Quebec Bravo is at Dove Street. Taxi to midfield run up.
In that case, runway 20 right, taxi Alpha, hold short for Lima.
Right, 20 right, Beer Alpha, hold short of Lima, Alaska 577.
John Wayne ground, Cessna 738 Quebec Bravo is at Dove Street. Taxi to midfield run up.
78 Quebec Bravo, John Wayne ground, taxi left for runway via Alpha.
Taxi to a midfield run up via Alpha at Quebec Bravo.
Attention all aircraft information, Oscar's current altimeter is 3015, wind 220
Okay. Alright, so left and right looks good.
See you later, Alaska 577.
Cool.
Southwest 151, tower 126.8.
How did the oil levels look in this thing?
Oh, good. That's, I think, a little above 6.
Cool. Okay.
Ground United 2096 at gate 10, ready for push. We have November.
United 2096 down in ground. Hold
Yeah,
for
my
Delta,
compass looks
Embraer to
pretty
pass,
good.
and then push back approved.
Alright, push back crew back after the Delta Embraer, United 2096.
So do you have any questions about anything?
So, I know I read in that manual you're supposed to be kind of pulling back as soon as you start the takeoff roll, right?
You
That's what
can.
it said?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you want to lift off and then stay in ground effect for a little bit until you get up to VY, and then you kind of raise the nose.
Yeah,
until
that's if you want to do like a soft field takeoff.
Okay.
Kind of. Soft field, you kind of manual the plane. What I mean by that is like kind of wheelie it.
All right.
So you'd actually take off with it all the way back, and then you'd actually start wheeling, and then once you lift off, then you pop in ground effect, and then build up airspeed, then pop it, and climb it up. Yeah, you can kind of do something similar, not as harsh.
Okay.
Or you can have just ailerons neutral, build up airspeed, and that 55 rotate, and then just pitch for VY.
Okay.
So I believe it's 73 in this plane, right? Yes, it is. So, I
Nose
mean,
forward.
what?
Oh, it's just nose wheel straight, right?
Yep, that's it. And parking brake.
All right. Let's see if the parking brake's good.
Your pen dropped.
Oh, thanks. 17. Mag check. Drop. Left mag. Drop there. Carb heat. On. I dropped about 50. Back in. Ammeter's good, oil pressure's good, temps are good. All of our instruments look correct here. Flaps are up. Go down to idle. Idle check. About 700. Alright, what I noticed there, I forgot to go full rich on the run up.
Uh-huh. Well, you went full rich.
No, I just pushed it in.
Oh, you just pushed it in?
Yeah.
When you went to,
Right after I was done, so do it again.
No, the rich is just really just making sure it's not going to really get too hot. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. It doesn't really change anything. If anything, you'll have a little bit higher RPM,
Okay.
which isn't necessarily the worst thing. And now if you're going to do it every time, yes, but just
Right.
for one time, no.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
But good catch.
Alright, instruments clear there. Controls. Gov. It's on both. Oh, we got tower in there. Should we go ahead and switch to departure on the backup?
Yeah. So I've been running on this little guy. Let's do
Cessna 187, correction, 182 November, John Ground, taxi to Mesa, run up the Alpha.
Let me switch it over here real quick. That's there we go. Yeah, so that was a good catch. And then I'll do 119.9er on this one, just to have all the frequencies in. Yeah, so right now we're on ground. We have the backup is, it's a little too early to do departure, so I'll tell you what. I'll put 124.1 in here because remember, halfway down Charlie, we can expect to be switched over to tower. Let's do 126.8. It's either 126.8, maybe 119.9, or it could be either one. It's kind of a toss-up.
Okay.
Usually 126.8 on this side of the airfield.
Oh, right.
Other side, usually 119.9. Just.
Should we put our squawk in the box?
Yep, 0203.
Yep.
And it's on alt.
Okay. So, John Wayne ground, run up complete? Or are we on? Yeah, we're on ground still, right?
Yeah.
Okay. John Wayne ground, Cessna 738 Quebec Bravo, run up complete.
United 2096, ready for taxi.
Cessna 8 Quebec Bravo, runway 20 left, taxi via Charlie Kilo.
Runway 20 left, Charlie Kilo, 8 Quebec Bravo.
United 2096, runway 20 right, taxi via Alpha, hold short
Alright,
of
so we
Lima.
can release the parking brake.
Alpha short of Lima for 20 right, United 2096.
United 2096, tower 126.8.
And then cruise on by, check the area, looks left center right, looks good.
Okay.
And then we expect somewhere down Charlie, typically, we get handed off to tower.
Okay.
And then once we switch over to tower, then I'll throw a departure.
There we go.
Romeo Bravo, Atlantic with Oscar, taxi to Corona.
United 375 Romeo Bravo, John Wayne ground, taxi to midfield, run up the Alpha.
Alpha Victor, run up plans, 5 Romeo Bravo.
Cessna 8 Quebec Bravo, contact tower 119.9er.
Going to tower, 8 Quebec Bravo.
Alright. Now we're on tower 119.9. And then now I'll switch over departure in, 124.1. And there we go.
Alright.
And then sometimes, I mean, since it's so mellow, he's going to know where we are. But I like to just check in and say John Wayne Tower, 738 Quebec Bravo is on Charlie.
Okay. John Wayne Tower, Cessna 738 Quebec Bravo is on Charlie.
Cessna 738 Quebec Bravo, John Wayne Tower, roger.
Doing really good taxiing. That's like perfect center line.
Thank you.
It's definitely a lot easier when you take it a little bit slower too.
Yeah.
Cessna 30 Papa, runway 20 left at Kilo, line up and wait. Cessna 30 Papa, John Wayne Tower, how do you hear?
Runway 20 left at Kilo, line up and wait for 30 Papa. So can we stop here or go?
After 10,
Nope.
tell extend your
He
50.
said go taxi to 20 left via Charlie
You
Kilo.
would have said hold
Cessna
short.
30 Papa, follow the upwind
Yeah, he would have said hold
extending,
short
runway 20
of
left at
Kilo.
Kilo, clear for takeoff.
That's what that is for.
Right,
Hold short
20
of
left
Kilo.
at
But he
Kilo,
said
clear for
20 left
takeoff,
via
following
Charlie
the
Kilo.
helicopter
So then we hold short of
Cessna 8
20
Quebec
left.
Bravo, runway 20 left at Kilo, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 20 left, 8 Quebec Bravo.
Nice. Very nice. Oh man. Ah.
So we're clear now to line up and wait, right?
Yep. Cool. Now we're clear to line up and wait.
Check the
Final.
final.
After 1 sure tail, turn downwind.
Final looks
Downwind,
good.
1 sure tail.
Yep, you can keep going.
Snake Quebec Bravo, traffic upwinds in the pattern, wind 23010, runway 20 left to Kilo, clear for takeoff.
20 left to Kilo, clear for takeoff, Quebec Bravo.
Yeah, you don't have to ride the brakes either. You can
Okay.
just use rudder pedals.
Gotcha.
Copter 1 sure tail, extend down, I'll call your base turn, and traffic.
So we can see the windsock right here, so we're going to want to take off with ailerons like this. Okay. And then we can go lights, camera, action,
Separation, caution, make sure.
taxi off, landing on, camera. We have transponder code, it's alt, action, mixture full rich.
Okay.
Good to go.
Here we go.
Sure, Papa, disregard.
Airspeed alive. A little bit less of the rudder.
1 sure tail, base turn, your discretion. Caution, make sure Flying 737 with the
There you go.
parallel, choose your left, clear for the option.
Left for the option, base turn,
There you
discretion,
go.
1 sure tail.
That's the 3 Sierra Papa, number 2 following the helicopter on the downwind, runway 20 left, clear for the option. Caution, make sure Flying 737 departing the parallel.
Number 2 following the helicopter, runway 20 left, clear for the option, 3 Sierra Papa.
So now we can start our turn to 150.
Let's keep climbing a little bit, just
Okay.
because of buildings.
That's Snake Quebec Bravo, better contact the altitude.
600 feet, Quebec Bravo.
Snake Quebec Bravo, traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles, police helicopter orbiting 1,000 feet.
Traffic inside, Quebec Bravo.
Snake Quebec Bravo, thanks. You contact SoCal, let them know you have the helicopter.
Roger that, over to SoCal, have a good day, Quebec Bravo.
Okay.
Where-
HB1,
did you see
traffic
him?
south.
Yep. It's on. He was right over there, right in front of us.
Oh shit. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna check in with SoCal.
Okay.
SoCal departure, Cessna 172N, Quebec Bravo is at 1,100, climbing to 2,400.
138 Quebec Bravo, SoCal departure, you can climb your discretion at about 3,500 on now.
At or above 3,500, Quebec Bravo.
At or below 3,500 for Quebec Bravo, please.
Roger that, at or below, Quebec Bravo.
I don't know why I thought he said above. Yep, now let's start turning 150.
Okay.
And let's climb to 3,000.
3,000.
Yep.
SoCal approach, Piper Sport, November 397, Papa Sierra, 6,000 feet climbing.
Number 397 Papa Sierra, SoCal approach, thank you. And what are you climbing to?
6,500, then right back down for John Wayne.
7 Papa Sierra, right over Signal Peak and verify Oscar.
I have Oscar, we'll head to Signal Peak, 7 Papa Sierra.
Cessna 4 Alpha Victor, coming course 127.3, good day.
127.34 Alpha Victor.
Nice.
Rain's coming in tonight.
Is it coming in tonight?
Yeah, it's supposed to rain all day Friday, Saturday.
Oh man.
But, I mean, 50% chances, so,
Really? 50%?
yeah.
Well, I mean, no, it is Thursday. Usually it's pretty a little bit more accurate, I guess, but we'll see. Well, hopefully it doesn't.
SoCal, Bonanza 1565 Zulu at 5.5.
Because we fly Saturday, don't we?
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday.
1565 Zulu, SoCal approach, thank you. And overtaking you on the right, you'll see a United Boeing 737 climbing at your altitude, caution right turbulence.
65 Zulu.
Cool. All right. We're almost coming up on 3,000. Once we go to
Number 65 Zulu,
3,000,
you can descend your discretion.
we're going to begin to lean. Yep.
Out of 5.5 now.
About an inch.
November 2 Delta Mike, traffic 12 o'clock, about a mile, also turning northbound, indicating 3,900.
And 2 Delta Mike, looking for traffic.
SoCal, Sportstar 907 Sierra Lima is 5 miles northwest of Dana Point at 3,100, landing John Wayne with Oscar.
447 Sierra Lima, thank you for Oscar Squawk 0276, ident, proceed to Signal Peak.
0276 ident, Signal Peak, 7 Sierra Lima. That was 1478, 8,000.
Southwest 1478, SoCal approach, thanks, verify Oscar.
We do have Oscar, South 1478.
447 Sierra Lima, radar contact about 3 miles north of the end of the plane, proceed to Signal Peak and descend via right below 2,500.
Position checks, Signal Peak and at or below 2,500, 7 Sierra Lima.
Nice. All right, let's head towards the point down there.
Okay. Confirm for Southwest 1478 if you want us to descend via or maintain last assigned altitude of 8,000.
Southwest 1478, you can descend and maintain 6,300.
Descend and maintain 6,300, Southwest 1478.
Southwest 1478, connect approach 121.3.
21.3, Southwest 1478, yeah. Approach West 96, 8,000, restricted to 170 on the speed.
Southwest 96, SoCal approach, verify 8 is Oscar after KO, flighting 260.
We have Oscar after KO 260, West Coast 96.
November 7 Sierra Lima, contact tower 119.9er.
119.9er, 7 Sierra Lima.
SoCal is Sportstar 97907 Sierra Tango, 5 miles north of Dana Point, 4,000, landing John Wayne with Oscar.
797 Sierra Tango, squawk 0213, ident.
0213, ident, 7 Sierra Tango.
All right, yeah, it looks like a good day out here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
March is here.
March is here. I know, right?
Not a big fan of February, so.
Number 7 Sierra
Yeah.
Tango, radar contact about 4
Or
miles
the
north
June
of Dana
gloom.
Point. Proceed to
Oh,
Signal
that's
Peak,
true.
descend your discretion.
Proceed to Signal Peak, altitude my discretion, 7 Sierra Tango.
West Coast 96, descend and maintain
So yeah,
6,300,
today
connect approach
we're going to be
121.3.
working on kind of introducing some stalls. I don't believe we went into slow flight yet, have we?
Not really. No.
Not really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think on the first day you might have put in some flaps and done that, but it was probably just very briefly. So.
Yeah, and it's not really the biggest focus for us right now. I mean, honestly,
457 Sierra Tango,
you know, the
contact tower
stage that you're out in the
126.
syllabus
I'm sorry,
is a little bit
119.9er.
farther back than where you're at right now.
119.9er, 7 Sierra Tango.
So I'm just trying to make it more productive. Because I mean, obviously you do like climbs, turns, headings. You know, that's climbing, descending. That's not a big deal whatsoever for you. So maybe just kind of focusing on more or less like kind of the handling of the maneuvers a little bit.
Okay.
And
I know last time we kind of did, we were going to do some mock traffic pattern stuff on that water canal, and we kind of got interrupted.
yeah,
But obviously your call.
well, I'm trying to make it like I'm not trying to bounce all over the place.
Okay.
You know, the traffic pattern, I mean, you seem pretty solid, but I think there's a couple things that we should try to knock out before we start going into traffic pattern procedures.
Makes sense.
Like, yeah, we can kind of mess around with them today, like at this one, but before we go into like that traffic pattern, I mentioned last time it was this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, we can kind of like get used to like maybe just doing like standard rate turns as far as going like upwind to crosswind, and then standard rates, you know, crosswind to downwind, you know, 80 knots for downwind, and then beating the numbers, you know, as far as like the procedure type stuff. That's what that's kind of good for.
November 65 Zulu, connect course 127.3.
5 Zulu, 27.3.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, there's quite a bit that I need to mark off on this, which is a good thing.
So where does Pendleton's airspace start? Right about that mountain ridge there?
Just before it. Okay, so see that kind of trail that goes up, hooks to the left, and then hooks right, and then goes back up?
Yeah.
At the very base, maybe a little bit closer.
Okay.
That's where it starts. Yeah, definitely a little bit closer than that kind of ridge. Alright, so, you got it all cruised out and everything, that's good. Okay, so, we can start off with,
SoCal, West Coast 49,
do you want to start off with some turns? Do you feel like pretty, do you want to
West Coast 49,
kind of just do a couple like, maybe steep turns or just normal turns to kind of like get back into the feeling?
Yeah, I'll do a couple of those.
260
Okay,
for
cool.
visual visual.
Alright, if you want, let's do a left 360, yeah, maintain altitude, clear left,
Okay.
clear right, looks good.
Clear left. Clear right.
West Coast 49, descend and maintain 6,300, then reduce speed to 190.
Okay, reduce speed to, descend and maintain 6,300, then reduce speed to 190, West Coast 49.
Little bit hose high,
3,000.
just a
Verizon
tad.
2797, SoCal approach, roger, verify information, Oscar.
Nice.
We have Oscar, Horizon 27.
Verizon 2797 to the left, controller descend you, or you level at 13?
We're given 13 as a restriction for Horizon 2797.
Thanks.
Approach, Red Stinger 26.
Oh, dude.
Verizon 2797,
There's nothing
descend and
to say
maintain
about that. That's like better than
6,300.
mine.
6,300.
Let's try one to the right. Okay, clear right.
West Coast 49, contact approach 121.3.
21.3, West Coast 49.
Yep, there you go. Kind of caught it.
I took off, charge 2 Delta Mike, has information Oscar, John Wayne, like to return back for landing, full stop.
The aircraft headed for John Wayne, Sagan.
Archer 72 Delta Mike, has Oscar at John Wayne, like to return for landing.
Number 72 Delta Mike, SoCal approach, roger, proceed, actually, fly heading 320 for sequence.
Okay, 320 for sequence, Archer 2 Delta Mike.
SoCal approach, Red Stinger 26.
Verizon 2797, turn right
Nice.
heading 290, contact approach 121.3.
Cool. All right. Let's do.
21.3.
This is good altitude. Let's just do a quick left 180.
Left 180?
Yeah, left 180. Looks clear.
Clear left.
Yeah, just so we don't run into that airspace. Still have quite a bit, but still.
Number
All right.
72 Delta Mike, fly westbound, enter left space, and contact
Looks
John Wayne
good right
for
here.
119.9.
Okay,
Okay.
westbound, left base.
So we're gonna start off with a power on stall.
Power on stall. Got it.
Yep, it's gonna be just like a demonstration. Like for right now, like we'll just kind of focus on taking it to the buffet.
Okay.
Do you know what the buffet is? It's
Right
kind
as
of
the airplane starts to shake.
yeah, right when the air just starts to tumble over the wing, like barely any air
Okay,
tumbles over the wing. So it starts to shake buffet right before the break. We'll focus on just kind of the procedure and just kind of the feeling. But
Okay.
biggest thing is using outside references, making sure that we're coordinated
Okay.
and we're not, you know, wing dripping one time, like one wing more than the other.
Okay.
Because the control input is going to be very, very dramatic, and you really just want to catch it before it gets out of hand. It's nothing crazy,
Yeah.
but you just want to get aware of it. So,
Skywest 4930,
A power on stall is,
6,300, then reduce speed to 190.
kind of in the event of like a takeoff.
6,300, then
kind of position.
slow to 190.
So,
Skywest
I'll take
4930.
controls. We're
Should
going
we
to do it
get a little lower so we don't go above 3,500? Or
we'll be fine.
okay.
That traffic's gone by now.
Okay.
They just probably forgot about us.
All right.
So I'm gonna take a
So
power
you're
back.
doing power on stall?
Power on stall.
Okay.
So right about 80 knots, I'm going to reintroduce power to about 1800 RPM.
Okay.
Now at this point, I'm just focusing outside. I'm just kind of with my peripheral, kind of judging what my wings are doing, and then right rudder right there, and then there's the buffet, and then I'm just going to reduce the ailerons or elevator, and then full power, and then just let it bring back up, and then try to get back right on altitude, and then maintain heading. So let's pick a visual reference point real quick.
Okay.
Number 5 Romeo Bravo, climb maintain 7,000.
Let's do Centennial Peak right there. See that kind of highest peak right there?
Yeah.
So that was a power on stall. Alright, so let's do a power off stall. Alright, so this is going to be in a dirty configuration, as if we had a landing gear down. We're going to do 30 degrees of flaps, not 40. We're going to do 30 degrees of flaps, mixture enriching,
Number 397, Papa Sierra,
and
contact
see
downwind
my
tower,
airspeed.
119.9er.
Now look at my angle of attack. See how it's not even that high. You can stall at any position. And there it is. Now we're going to go reduce angle of attack, build airspeed, full power. Keep that airspeed coming. We're not going to climb until we get VX.
Okay.
Then once we get VX, then we're going to go 10 degrees of flaps.
Number 375 Romeo Bravo, climb maintain 1000.
While maintaining our reference point,
Okay.
VY. And then 10 degrees flaps at VY. And then back up. Or not VY, which kind of, as we build up airspeed, we'll just take out 10 degrees of flaps at a time.
Okay.
So within that maneuver, we kind of only lost or gained 100 feet, but that was just because that maneuver is really fast. When we set it up, it's going to be a little bit different.
Contact approach 27.3.
So let me bring it back over here a little bit.
Descending Sia, descending 3, we got off.
So both of those stalls is if it's like in a takeoff position or a departure position. So at this point,
Down to 6,300, then 190.
I kind of think it's easier to get like a peripheral for. Is it okay if we kind of go up in this pitch? Well, you have a hat on, so like the sun's not going to affect you.
Cool.
So you can kind of see the water, how like you can kind of get like a peripheral. When you look ahead, you can see your wing position.
Number 880 Bravo Mike, Hotel approach 100 downwind
Just like
altitude
that.
3013.
So you really want to focus on being coordinated and wings level.
Okay.
All right, your controls.
5429, verify again, you had information Oscar.
We have Oscar.
So remember, when you're going to recover, you're going to reduce aileron, maintain straight down, full power, and then build up airspeed, and then you can pull out of it.
241 and IDENT. What's your position?
So keep
And
the
I'll be
power
right
on during stall?
Let's focus on power off stalls for now. So you can pull power back. It'll be a little less dramatic than power on. And then you can just hold this. You don't even have to keep pitching up. You can just hold it.
Okay.
Just really make sure that you're coordinated. And then as it comes down, there we go. There we go. Just like that. See, it's nothing crazy as long as you don't get it crazy.
Right.
And then as you power out, you're going to have those left turning tendencies. So if you want, let's try it again.
Okay.
Yeah, you just bring power back so we're not getting super high pitch, like you just bring power back and then we can maintain this and then we'll just stall.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll start off
Number
easy.
12730, Hotel approach downwind altimeter 3014.
3014.
So a little bit of left rudder. And it's going. Just a little bit. Man, this thing floats. There it is. There you go. How does that feel?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
So you kind of understand, like, a lot of times you're not going to expect it. So you want to be aware on how, like, okay, you have that feeling, and then you're like, okay, full power,
right.
Nose down, build up airspeed no matter what. If you're low to the ground and keep pulling back, you're just going to keep falling faster. So,
Number 730, you're not landing Carlsbad, is that correct?
That's correct.
now let's let's do a little bit of a power on stall.
Okay.
So, bring it back to like 1700 RPM.
November 5 Romeo Bravo, turn 10 degrees right.
That's 5 Romeo Bravo, 10 right.
Keep bringing it back. Yeah, right about there.
Yeah.
All right, this one's going to be a little bit more of a pitch,
8400.
high pitch attitude.
Number 777
So you might even want, really just want to make sure your rudder's pinned right in the middle.
Okay.
Make sure we have coordination, and really just focus on
2535, good day.
a little bit right rudder. There we go.
November 738, Quebec Bravo, maintain VFR at or below 3,000 for traffic.
At or below 3,000 for traffic, Quebec Bravo.
Number 8, Quebec Bravo, traffic to northwest of your position, southeast on the Diamond Star at 3,500.
Good for traffic.
Diamond Star 0 Bravo 9, traffic 2 miles, maneuvering at or below 3,000.
Said northwest of our position.
Traffic.
Northwest or southeast?
What did you hear?
I thought I said southeast, but
Southeast?
I could be wrong.
Number 7, Delta Yankee, descend and maintain 6,300, then reduce speed to 190.
Southeast would be like that way.
Yeah, it would. So, I think they're northwest at 35.
Yeah.
We're southeast. Okay.
Good morning, Skyhawk 723 Hotel Golf with you.
Alright, now that we kind of have this a little bit altitude restriction,
November 723 Hotel
let's do a little bit of slow flight.
Okay.
So,
013.
I don't know how in depth we went into it last time.
Romeo Bravo, left heading 040, join Victor 64, route of navigation.
So you want to maintain a selected heading, and you want to maintain altitude throughout this maneuver, and you're going to be no less than 60 knots, but no more than like 65
November 7
knots typically. You just really want to be stabilized because you're going to be at such a high pitch attitude and such a slow airspeed that you're kind of almost on the brink of the stall.
Right.
Pretty much. So you want to be able to, controllably be stable, flying kind of like on that brink of kind of the buffet almost.
Okay.
And it becomes pretty useful and effective, maybe like traffic patterns. I mean, there's a bunch of different things, like for sequencing or anything that slow flight can become useful, but this maneuver is to demonstrate how well you can manipulate the aircraft when it is in that really low and slow
Number
condition.
375 Romeo Bravo, traffic approach 134.
Or should I say high and slow position. Controllable.
Right.
So, how we're going to do this is we have mixture and enriching. It's going to be in the clean configuration. So we're at 80 knots, so we're going to start bringing power back. And we're just going to keep pitching to maintain, let's do 28, since we're already at 28. Alright, so then right about 65, we're going to kind of throw in just a little bit of power.
Okay.
It could be, about 1800, 1900 RPM. Now, this is a really good demonstration to show that this is altitude, this is airspeed.
Okay.
I pitch up a little bit.
Departure 6095.
See how it's going? See how slow we're going? Yep. We're not really climbing. Now if I pitch down, watch the airspeed. It's coming back. Now the altimeter's not. See how this is airspeed, this is altitude?
Yeah.
Having that correlation understanding is crucial. Now, I've kind of fixated on that, showing that demonstration that I actually turned off my heading. So let's say I want to turn to 060, just slight, gentle controls, nothing crazy. Maybe just a little 100 RPM. That's it. Just because we're going to be losing some of that vertical lift, trading it for horizontal lift. Just very, very gentle. See how slow we're kind of going? Nothing crazy, bang. Maybe like 5 degrees, 10 degrees if that. And then now we're coming up in 060, a little bit right rudder, and 060. Cool.
Yeah, you can tell a little bit of extra power. We gained 100.
Yeah, a little bit.
127.3.
A little bit. So then I'll kind of bring back the power, just 100 RPM, and then just maintain my 60 knots, and that will maintain that. And then once I want to start kind of cruising it back out, I'm going to start throwing in power slowly. Kind of reducing my pitch as I do that, so I don't climb, so I build up airspeed. Going back to about 2300 RPM, pitching down, building up that airspeed. And I'm going to turn this around real quick.
Alright.
So yeah, that's basically slow flight, and it just takes practice. Once you kind of understand that, it's nothing crazy, it's just kind of like a feeling type thing. So let's do a heading of 300.
300.
Yep. Yeah, so yeah, some of the common errors is just kind of fixation. Just really like, what I even did. I mean, I sometimes do it, and that's not what you want to do because.
Delta 738, Quebec Bravo, traffic no factor, altitude your discretion.
Altitude your discretion, Quebec Bravo. Wow, this thing sucks. Yeah, so if you want, give it a try.
Okay.
Cessna 12730, traffic 12 o'clock, 8 miles opposite directions of Cessna at 6000.
Looking for the Cessna 12730.
Cessna 7230, tug off, traffic 12 o'clock, 7 miles opposite direction of Cessna VFR 5500.
Looking for traffic, you're at tail golf.
Oh yeah, it's really touchy. Turning tendencies when it's that slow.
Yep. Yep, like I said, it's extremely dramatic. And all the control input surfaces, you know, airspeed, altitude, roll of bank, everything's very touchy. And just really getting this maneuver down and having it pinned consistently will help you throughout all the other maneuvers.
Now in theory, could you actually trim this right here and go hands off?
Yep, that you could. Let's try it out gently. Or do you want to try to?
Sure.
Cessna 12730, contact approach 127.3 and let them know your intentions.
127.3, 12730, will do.
That is how you do it. Now just a little less trim. Hope that airspeed kind of maintain itself.
Yeah.
And if this was a perfectly smooth day, we're actually over the land. So if we were doing this over the water,
Okay.
it would be
November
pretty hands
723,
off.
tug off,
Yeah.
traffic factor,
Like as
descending
far as
maintain
aileron
5000.
input.
5003, hotel golf.
Well, you just demonstrated that you have really good trim control, so that's another thing to mark off. Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a little bit of traffic pattern stuff at this one today.
Okay. So
because
coming out of this, would you do power and trim simultaneously, or would you do power and pitch and then back off the trim as needed?
Yeah, just because it's so brief, I would just manhandle it and just pitch and power, and then just kind of take out the trim. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could just manhandle it.
Cessna 73, expect Bravo, descend VFR to 2,500 for traffic.
Descend to 2,500, Quebec Bravo.
Turkey 950, maintain VFR at 3,000 for traffic.
3,000 for traffic, 950.
Since we're below 3,000, we'll go full mixture.
You said 2,500?
Yep, 2.5. So let's do it left 180 to 2.5.
Okay. Clear left.
Cessna, expect Bravo, traffic 3, southeast of your position, northwestbound, inbound to John Wayne's at Cherokee, restricted above you at 3,000. Cessna 73, expect Bravo, hotel approach, do you copy?
Looking for traffic, expect Bravo.
Roger. November 60950, traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles, maneuvering at 2,500, restricted below you, Cessna.
Looking for traffic, 950.
Cool. Okay.
Any sign of traffic?
I do not see any traffic, unfortunately. She made that call, and I second guessed myself. That means I wasn't listening. Huh. Do you have that pen?
I have a bunch more in my bag.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried. You're still searching for it?
That's right. There you go.
Oh, thanks.
Don't do that on a check ride, right?
You can ask him.
Okay.
Yeah. I've went to go get gum, and I was like, hey, can you take controls real quick? Like,
Okay.
Let's just take a sec. And he's like, all right, my controls. No different. So yeah, if you're gonna do that, ask him to take controls. Okay, so I think let's kind of mess around a little bit more. Well, we're at 2.5. I guess we can do a little bit more of some stalls.
Cessna 723 Hotel Golf contact approach 121.3.
You know,
112.3.
we can come back to that. Okay, so let's do a right 90-degree turn.
Okay. 90.
Yep. And are you pretty familiar with?
Expect Bravo traffic, no factor, altitude, your discretion.
Roger that, Quebec Bravo.
Cherokee 6095.
Let's climb to 3,000 actually.
Altitude, your discretion.
So we're gonna pretend that the ground level is 2,250.
Okay.
So 3,000 altitude that we're climbing to is going to be at TPA for 20 left, and the runway will be kind of like considered 20 left. So we're going to be basically coming in from Signal Peak out here. I'm trying to like draw a mental picture of how we're going to be entering traffic pattern at John Wayne for 20 left. Having said that, are you pretty familiar with traffic pattern procedures?
Yeah.
You are. So like downwind.
Downwind baits.
Do you know what airspeed we want for downwind?
80 knots.
80 knots. Beam the numbers.
Beam the numbers. 10 degrees of flaps. Reduce power.
Do you want airspeed for like base?
70?
70 to 75. Now, of course, these are just like average numbers.
Okay.
The only one that you really want to make note of is do not get slower than 65 on final.
Okay.
Don't want to get slower than that. Everything else is just kind of setting you up for success, and really just kind of finalizing everything. Okay, so let's do a right 180.
Okay, clear right.
Yep. And
SoCal 06 Charlie Delta with you climbing through 1,600.
Alright, so you know what? Do you feel comfortable with showing me a traffic pattern? Okay, so the right end of that kind of water canal, okay, is kind of the departure end to 20 left.
Okay.
So the left side, the left part, is the numbers.
Okay.
You kind of picture it. So we're coming from Signal Peak, going inbound to John Wayne.
Say that one more time.
We're kind of coming from Signal Peak, going inbound to John Wayne.
Okay.
So do you want to show me? And let's say this is TPA.
Okay.
So right now we're at TPA. The ground is 250. So
225.
you know the side picture is going to be a little bit different.
Okay.
So you might have to turn downwind a little bit earlier because we're going to have be so high.
Okay.
So if anything, you can kind of start turning downwind now.
Okay.
Do you kind of want to show me the procedure and what you got, and then go from there?
For sure.
And then I'll kind of just correct, see if you're doing. Anything else needs to be kind of tweaked.
Here's 558 Charlie Delta, traffic 10 o'clock, 4 miles northwestbound. A Cherokee descending out of 2,800 inbound to John Wayne.
Looking for the traffic at Charlie Delta.
So we'll treat the numbers as the end of that jetty right there?
Okay, so see like in the middle of the boats,
Yeah.
it runs across the bridge. See that just middle
Oh, okay. That's the
canal?
numbers.
That's the runway.
Okay.
And then to the left, kind of the beginning.
Right.
Yeah, from the jetty. That
Okay.
kind of, not the actual jetty, but kind of just that opening where that grass part is. That's the numbers.
Contact John Wayne Tower 119.9.
Yep, so we'll be the numbers.
Numbers here.
Here's 8 Charlie Delta, traffic passing after left, no factor.
Roger, Charlie Delta.
Almost to the 45?
Keep going a little bit.
Okay.
Like right at the ending of that opening, let's just say that's the end of the runway. So
Okay. Gotcha.
a little bit more.
Alright, turning base.
Turning base.
Clear left.
Yep.
SoCal approach, Action 4172 Delta 6000. November 4172 Delta, SoCal approach, Shutter Darwin, altimeter 3013. Roger, 72 Delta. Here's 558 Charlie Delta, traffic maneuvering in the vicinity of Dana Point, Cessna 2500 VFR.
Alright, now we go 20 degrees flaps.
Cessna 8 Quebec Bravo, traffic to Sirius 4 northwest of Dana Point, southeastbound at 3000.
Looking for traffic, Quebec Bravo.
And then do we want to pretend like we're coming in at a 15 degree like we are at John Wayne?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? All right, so right here, going to be looking for final traffic as well. As I'm doing that, I'm going to note and make sure, pitch down a little bit, get a little slow. Yep, there you go. And don't worry too much about, because, I mean, it's the sight picture is bad, it's hard. And then right here, we're going to be looking to make sure that there's no traffic on the runway. If we're number 2, we're following someone, and they're like not even over the numbers, I would start doing slow flight right now.
Okay.
That's when I would start kind of just utilizing that, just really slowing down my my forward speed. And if anything, the 15 degree was a little bit too much. Just make your way a little bit more over here, and then line yourself up with center line.
Gotcha.
The earlier lining yourself up for center line, the better. You know, you like keep tracking like this, and we literally have to come in, turn, and then over the numbers.
Yeah.
So
cut a little too much.
Yeah, a little bit. But then again, it's kind of hard to get the sight picture.
Gotcha.
What were you gonna say?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking the bridge was the end of the runway, not the the end of the water there.
Oh. Well. Yeah, we'll just do the bridge then.
Cessna 8 Quebec Bravo, traffic 10 o'clock, 2 miles southeastbound, 3000, Sirius.
Looking for traffic, Quebec Bravo.
Sirius 8 Charlie Delta, traffic 10 to 11 o'clock, 2 miles northwestbound, Cessna 1800.
Looking for the traffic at Charlie Delta.
Now we do 30 degrees?
Yeah.
Okay.
There, you can feel how much we kind of ballooned up.
Yeah.
And then look at our airspeed. Now, that's okay. You know, you're not going to drop out of the sky if you go just below 60, but you really want to be conscious of that airspeed, especially when you have flaps in.
Okay.
You can kind of get out of hand a little bit.
We'll go back up.
Yep. Now, when we go full power, immediately 20. Immediately 20.
Gotcha.
But see how much we sank?
Yeah.
So get a positive rate before you do 10 degrees. Okay. Then go 10. And then get a positive rate again. Yep. And 0. That's how you climb back up.
Alright.
Just like that. Honestly, that looks pretty damn good.
659 November Romeo, descended by Disney 3. We've got Oscar.
Let's start headed back towards Signal Peak. I think that was pretty good.
Romeo, SoCal approach Shutter. Sirius 8 Charlie Delta, how far southeast do you want to go?
Turning left towards Elsor right now at Charlie Delta.
8 Charlie Delta, roger. Challenger 9er November Romeo, reduce speed to 190, then descend and maintain 6,300.
Alright, 1.
Alright, so now we're going to get ATIS.
6,900, you said? 9 November Romeo.
Challenger 9er November Romeo, maintain 6,300.
6,300, 9 November Romeo.
Do you ever listen to both stations at once?
Yeah. But, yeah, you just have to make sure you monitor
Right.
ATIS.
Airport.
I think we have Oscar still.
Various logs.
I was just curious what the winds are.
All aircraft retype. And no runway hold north direction.
Actually, yeah. Alright, I'm going to call SoCal, let them know that we're coming inbound.
SoCal approach, Cessna 172N Quebec Bravo is at 2,500, climbing at 3,000, 6 miles southeast of Signal Peak, inbound John Wayne with information Oscar.
Cessna 738 Quebec Bravo, SoCal approach, try to proceed to Signal Peak altitude, your discretion.
See to Signal Peak, Quebec Bravo.
Cool.
Challenger 9er
Yeah, man, that was
Romeo,
good.
contact approach 121.
Keep that up and we'll be flying
121,
through this.
9 November Romeo.
Really good.
Right on. No pun intended.
Right?
Right.
Alright, probably gonna be 119.9er. So we'll put that in. Already have information Oscar, have the barometer setting in. Are you familiar with like scanning procedures for traffic? You know, you want to do like little
10 degrees at a time.
10-degree sectors.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't focus in on just one point. You know, you kind of broadly kind of focus on one sector. Oh, that's good. How do you recognize carburetor ice, and what's the procedure?
You recognize carburetor ice by a drop in RPMs.
By a drop in RPMs, yeah. So like you just go apply power, and you're used to that instant warm,
Right.
but then it's just kind of it lags, right? And you know you already set the mixture right, so yep, you can suspect carburetor icing. So try the carburetor.
Approach filter 730 pop.
If you do have carburetor ice, you pull it, and it drops a little more. Don't be freaked out because that's probably just the hot air reducing your power, and then it should go back up after a couple
Exactly.
seconds.
Cessna 738 Quebec Bravo, contact John Wayne Tower 119.9er.
That's what we do.
John Wayne Tower 119.9er, Quebec Bravo.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries. I just wanted to see so I didn't keep stealing your calls.
Okay.
Alright, so if you want,
Comes over there, I'll let you know.
sign in with Tower. Say John Wayne Tower, 738 Quebec Bravo is at 3,100 feet, a mile southeast of Signal Peak inbound.
Okay.
John Wayne Tower, Cessna 738 Quebec Bravo is at 3,100 feet, a mile south of Signal Peak, inbound.
Cessna 738 Quebec Bravo, John Tower, make left traffic, runway 20 left, change to my frequency 126.8.
Left tower, 20 left, over to 126.8.
Nice.
Now you don't have to read back all instructions except where it's like runway holding or you don't have to read back the frequency number.
It varies so much. It's not bad at all to read back.
Cessna 27 November, runway 20 left, 10 kilos left takeoff.
Yeah, so you don't have to read back absolutely everything, but most things you do want to read back for sure.
Just for safety.
Now, when he said switch over to my frequency at 126.8, definitely say that so he knows that you're going to do something. You know, if they want you to specifically do something or look for something or anything that involves something that they want us to do, for sure read it back, the entire thing. Now, let's say we're on the ground and we're looking to go taxi to run up, and then they're like, Roger, taxi to midfield, run up via Alpha after the Alaska X89 Echo, caution southbound traffic, another Cessna. Okay, just be like, taxi to midfield via Alpha after Atlantic, caution traffic.
1208 is Echo 1 Romeo Bravo.
Sort of a short summary that you understand their direction.
Yeah, something like that, but we did accomplish saying everything back. Now,
27 November, runway 20 left, kilos left
anything that is relative to yeah, like you said, kind of runways or things that they want us to accomplish, everything for sure. But it can vary, then again. And I think on Saturday we have a 3-hour block, right?
Right.
Cool. Alright.
John Wayne, helicopter 72 Echo exit with Oscar, west of the airport, inbound landing at landing ramp 4300.
Number 72 Echo X-ray, John Wayne Tower, Iden. Up 2 Echo X radar contact 6 West John Airport, proceed inbound, put a mile west of the Atlantic ramp, stay altitude.
2 Echo X indicating 1000.
Alright, pre-descent checklist. Fuels on both. Power is needed.
Got information, Papa current wind 2209, altimeter 3013.
Flight instruments. ADIS radios are set.
Yep, radios are set. So, since we're on tower already, just go over putting ground. And then let's do a before landing checklist.
Okay. I just kind of did that.
Okay. But, oh, is that part of the pre-descent?
Yeah,
Number traffic 2
I
mile
guess it
final
is.
challenge.
It's just called something
Runway 20
different.
left
Okay.
of the option.
Well, 45 entry downwind though. You know, you don't want to be doing this while you're focusing on the traffic pattern. And that's why we're over the water.
Yeah, that's right.
Challenger 9 November, Romeo, traffic left down, parallel runways and Cessna.
9 November, Romeo.
Alright, so keep pulling power just a little bit. Okay, there you go. Get kind of a steady descent rate. Next time, we'll go a little bit more in depth with traffic patterns, go-arounds especially.
John Wayne Tower,
And start kind of getting you into landings. And you already kind of did takeoff today. I know we didn't really talk about it, but I kind of figured I knew you could do it.
Okay.
How'd you feel for that?
Yeah, I'm feeling more comfortable.
Yeah?
Just gotta get a few more under the belt just until it's really...
Oh yeah. Until it comes naturally.
Right.
It really is. That simulator and just... I can tell you're working at it. It's awesome, man.
About
Awesome.
a mile west of the airport.
Cover 2 Echo X-ray, you have the Challenger, short final 20 right inside.
Put this right here.
Inside visual separation 2 Echo X-ray.
Cover 2 Echo X-ray, you can proceed direct, landing the Atlantic ramp. Proceed direct across 20 right, landing the Atlantic ramp will be at your own risk.
2 Echo X-ray will go direct ramp and we'll keep an eye on the track.
Challenger 9er, November Romeo, left at Echo, ground 120.8.
Left stake, Echo, and ground 120.8, 9 November.
John Wayne Tower, Duke 1 is 800 feet at the Orange Crush. We'd like east side patrol.
Duke 1, John
Orange
Tower, radar
Crush.
contact. Doing a
What the heck is
5-5
that? I don't know.
south transition.
It's interesting.
Tower, Duke 1 affirm.
Alright,
Duke
so
1
they're throwing in
transition,
just a
altimeter
little bit more power.
3013, say altitude.
800 feet, Duke 1.
There you go. Alright, so before landing checklist, we got gas,
Fuel, both.
Duke 1,
Those
there's
both
traffic
extra rich.
at about your
Down.
3 o'clock
Make sure rich.
and 3 miles
Lights.
right down for 20 right, descending at
Landing gear.
3,737. No delay through the final move.
That's good.
No delays through the final, looking for traffic, Duke 1.
Alright, so we get
Traffic
your
12
downwind
o'clock, 3
turn.
miles descending at 1,900 at Gulfstream, caution, wait turn 1.
Duke 1 looking
There
for
you go.
traffic.
And then just fly direct to that hangar, more towards like the left side.
Okay.
A little bit shallower.
Cessna 27 November, turn left to hotel, runway 20 left, taxi via Charlie Kilo. Cessna 27 November, contact ground. Cessna 8 Quebec Bravo, traffic 4 mile, final Gulfstream, reported inside.
Traffic inside will maintain visual separation, 8 Quebec Bravo.
Cessna 8 Quebec Bravo, maintain visual separation, caution, wait turbulence, runway 20 left, clear left.
Caution wing turbulence, maintain visual separation, 20 left, clear to land, 8 Quebec Bravo.
Tower Duke 1, we've been canceled. We're going to clear to the north.
Duke 1, Roger, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Roger, thank you, sir. Duke 1.
Code 313 Bravo, Charlie Johnny Tower, squawk
Numbers,
0267,
flaps.
stay reply.
Kind of just keep that power in just a little bit.
0 Papa traffic left
Seems
down.
like we have a pretty
parallel
decent
runway
headwind, so it's
maintain
going to be
visual
one of really
separation.
just pushing us back
Okay.
a little bit.
Code 3 Bravo, Charlie radar, contact Pelican Hill, inner left. Correction,
Alright,
make
we
left
saw our
traffic,
base
runway
turn.
20
Looks
left.
like it's about our
Say
45.
altitude, verify information, Papa.
Yep, really keep that pitch down. It's going to look a little funky.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. Very nice.
580, visual
Very
20
nice.
right.
Alright, so we're keeping that final traffic in sight right here. Going to be aware of him. Look for any traffic on the runway. We already got cleared for the option. So at this point we can go 20 degrees of flaps.
Okay,
At this point really don't see anything more, so it looks like we're going to be good for that. One final check. Gas, undercarriage, mixture prop. Looks
Yes,
good.
I can do that, Baron 82 Quebec.
Roger, stand by.
Alright, really just maintain our airspeed.
John Wayne, copy 72, Echo X-ray, Atlantic ramp, direct westbound departure pump, the ramp if able.
Alright, now coming in for landing,
Cover 72, Echo X-ray,
there's going to be 3 different pitch attitudes. You're going to come in, we're going to have the decently steep approach because we have 20 degrees of flaps, going to want to maintain airspeed. Over the numbers, you're going to see me pull power, begin slowly to pull power, and then I'm going to hop in ground effect. I'm going to stay in the ground effect and just kind of float. And then once I tend to sink, then I'm just going to apply just a little bit of back pressure. I'm not really going to pull back. I'm just going to apply back pressure. And
over 2 Echo X-ray,
let it do
departure
what
from
it
the
wants.
ramp will be at your own risk, direct westbound approach.
Alright, so get a little bit more over to the center line. Just going to have a little bit of wind that's going to be blowing us. Alright, you can start slowly pulling power.
Goes from 0 Papa left at Echo ground 120.8. Echo
Yep,
ground,
that,
Cessna
that right there is looking pretty good. Yep, and start pulling power.
Baron 82 Quebec, runway 20 left at Kilo, line up weight.
And then now we're in ground effect, and we're just going to float. And then I'm just going to start pulling back pressure, a little bit of left rudder, just like that. And then I'm going to have aileron into the wind.
Okay.
I don't even know where the windsock is right now, but I felt the wind coming from this way, so I'm just not even, yep, see that windsock?
Yep, clear 2 land on 20.
So I have my aileron into the wind,
Copper 2 Echo X-ray radar
not
contact.
even hitting the brakes right now.
700.
Then I'm going to start slowing
Bravo
down.
left to hotel, contact ground.
Left to hotel, over to ground, 8 Quebec Bravo.
And then get out your after landing checklist.
Okay. Throttle
Baron 82
1000.
Quebec, fly runway.
That was a really good approach, by the way.
20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Good job. Really good approach.
Clear for takeoff, fly runner heading, Baron 93, 3 and 4.
Flaps
Into
are
all
up.
aircraft information, Papa.
Trims for takeoff.
Altimeter
Lights required.
3013 with 2408.
There you go.
And transponder standby. Radio calls is required.
John Wayne ground, this is 738 Quebec Bravo, is clear of 20 left at hotel, taxi to Duff Street.
78 Quebec Bravo, John Ground, make the right turn, miss or run up, hold for the citation, then Dove Street, correction, just hold in there, run up.
Roger that, right turn in midfield, 8 Quebec Bravo.
So to turn on a dime, I'm just going to massive right rudder and just kind of pump the brake a little bit.
Okay.
So you can kind of just kind of notch it over and just kick it over a little bit.
Nice.
That is a nice bonanza. I like that.
Ground compass 5689 Texas.
5689, 20 right, taxi Alpha, hold short of Lima.
Alpha short Lima 20 right, compass 5689.
So we're going to be holding for Alaska right there.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Eskimo jet.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to gate 12.
That's 580 down and ground, taxi gate Alpha.
profile, like it's not.
Rock and roll.
Oh yeah.